what you're seeing right here, guys, is absolutely real. I have been seeing these images for a while, popping up when we had the big thing about the aurora borealis last year. It's back again, but it's been ongoing. But it does not make headlines. But people sharing pictures and videos of what look like absolutely angels appearing in the aurora borealis. I told you before that I believe the aurora borealis, where that it is a reflection of God's throne. That gets into a whole host of things, right? And if you relate it back to the Bible, even the colors that are being shown, it lines up perfectly with the colors that they said that the throne of God is. But these angels are being seen. Let me turn this off and I'm going to show you something. In fact, I'll rewind it so you can see it again. But look at that. You're going to tell me that's just natural phenomenon that just happened to look like that. And I have more things. I have more things to show you. But just, I mean, how anyone can deny that is wild to me. But then there's people who say it's fake. Well, let's go ahead and debunk that. This is not AI and it's not a trick. What you're seeing over Fairbanks, Alaska is real aurora physics and real atmospheric chemistry working together with precision. Of course it is. Of course it is. And I always like to give like these people who try to, explain it away by I just love seeing them try to, come up with a reason. But so let's get more into it. A solar blast hit Earth's magnetic field. Charged particles got funneled straight into the upper atmosphere. And then the chemistry took over. Yeah, because we don't live in a spiritual world. No, it's just all chemistry and science. It's really a cult at this point. It really, especially with Artemis and NASA, how thoroughly that's been debunked. But anyway, here's what actually is happening at the atomic level. Oxygen atoms get excited by incoming electrons. When they relax, they emit light at specific wavelengths. Sure. Green, five, blah, blah, blah. I'm not. Nitrogen molecules behave differently. Excited into it and into plus emit pink, magenta, and purple tones. The only that only shows up when the what energy input is strong, like during a geomagnetic storm. Those angel wings that people keep talking about, not symbolic, not mystical. It's field aligned plasma physics. Earth's magnetic field channels particles into vertical sheets. Those sheets form curtains, God. And when symmetry lines up, your brain interprets structure. God help them. They just do everything. I mean, they twist themselves into knots. That's called pattern recognition, not deception. Multiple observers captured the same formation, same time, same region, and identical events have been documented before, including Tromso. People call it fake for one reason: it looks too perfect. But this is what happens when solar energy, electromagnetic force, and atmospheric chemistry all lock in. No filters, no CGI, no AI, just God's creation written in physics, expressed through chemistry and revealed in light. So now they want to add in God, God's creation. What God are you talking about? Because you couldn't believe in the God of the Bible, because the God of the Bible clearly explains we live in a spiritual world. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. But even with that, guys, just because they say God or the name of Jesus does not mean that they believe in any of it. Like they believe in Jesus. They believe in God or their God. I'm not saying this person, I don't know, but to explain this away by just science, and like, who are you to like describe, like, he's just a somebody or scientist who's just saying this is what's happening. There's no proof of this. They just lay it out as though it's fact. And that's why I said it's a cult. It's an absolute cult. But in the comments, he's getting absolutely destroyed. But everyone is saying, no, this is an angel. This is a sign and wonder of the last days, the end times, the things that Jesus said would be happening. He himself said there would be signs from the heavens, guys, that it will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars in the heavens. And knowing when we see these things begin, that he is returning, the Son of Man is returning on a cloud. So I thought I would point that out. But this, I have seen this Different people have caught this in different ways, and I confirm that this is not fake. I can show you in a second. The beam of light seen in Turkey increased during an earthquake that occurred in the Aegean Sea, but this is being seen in other places. But this is just the latest. That's just a light beam just going up, guys. That's not an angel. There's nothing about this that's supernatural. You physically can see an angelic being's body, the head, the arms, the legs. But again, they're a spirit. So this is what we're going to see. And like I've told you, the first time I saw it, I was like, is this AI? First time I saw it was on TikTok. So I wasn't sure. People were posting pictures in the comments of another video that wasn't even about this. It was just people are seeing things all over the place and they can't figure out, like the orbs, the meteors, the fireballs. Right. And science can't explain it. But let me show you what Grok said. Let me see if I can make it bigger. So this is what Grok said. I said, is this image fake? Is it AI? It says, no, the image in that post is not AI generated. It is a real photograph of a light pillar. That's what they're calling it. That's what science says. Also called a sun pillar or ice crystal pillar, a well documented atmospheric optical phenomenon. Light pillars form when flat ice crystals in the air, often in cold, calm conditions, reflect light sources, typically the sun, even when below the horizon, or artificial lights creating tall, vertical glowing columns. Those were tall, vertical, glowing columns. Okay. They can appear colorful due to the refraction and are common in places with the right weather. Mhm. In this case, the timing with minor earthquakes in the Aegean Sea has led many accounts to mislabel it as earthquake lights, a rare seismic related glow from rock stress ionization. But multiple replies in similar reports correctly identify it as a standard light pillar. The quake connection is coincidental hype for engagement. Wow. Wow, guys. I mean, you just get the idea here. But the main point I want to show you is that no, the image in this post is not AI generated. It is a real photograph. These are real photographs. Now, getting back to other phenomenon being seen worldwide, all right? And I guess science is going to say it's one thing. But if you go through the comments, again, everyone is getting blasted for even saying it's science. Just now in Lampung, Indonesia, the sky lit up with an incredible sight, a bright streak, probably space debris breaking across the sky. It's always space debris, space debris. It's space. It's this. That's not true. That's not true. That is what happens. Phenomenon is discovered. People are talking about, and then science hurries up and says, "Oh no, this is this. It's just space debris. It's just SpaceX. It's just they come. It's drones over New Jersey. It's drones over all the military bases. That's what the orbs are everywhere. They're just drones, guys. They're just drones. They don't even try to even say that it is a meteors anymore, or I don't even know. Even the meteorites, science couldn't explain it. The fireballs, none of it makes sense. So they're still perplexed about that. But this is shooting upward, but it's space debris coming now. Oh, okay.
Apa sih Pak? Meteor ya? Apa sih? Ada kayak gini ya? Tapi kan kiamat dari Jumat ke bawah ya?
And no, there's no rockets going off in Indonesia. In fact, they just, right at the moment that Artemis launched, there was a massive 7.2 earthquake in Indonesia and then a massive tsunami. And now we are seeing this. And then even with the angels being seen over, was it Greece? Yeah, Greece and Turkey. Remember, they're having the skies were turning red, blood red, just like they were in Australia. All of these signs and wonders are happening at the same time in different places connected to other events. More and more and more. Every day it's coming out. And the biggest thing is that more people are waking up and noticing the veil is lifting. The veil is lifting. All right. Okay. So this happened in Argentina last night with people again. Oh, it must be space debris. Must be space debris. I don't think so. Isn't God good? Even though they try to hide the truth of God's word, even though they try to disguise, even though they try to, completely destroy us by poisoning us in the water, our food, just working us to death, the lies, the deception, all of that. God still shows himself strong. And this is why, in particular, Jesus said to look for the signs in sun, moon, and stars, because they can't stop that. They can't disguise it. It's too much. God is too powerful. He is revealing himself and making himself known before it's too late. Before Jesus Christ returns in the 7-year tribulation, which the beast system, guys, if you have seen what's going on with energy and the famines that they're saying are about to happen, which we talked about in the beginning, way before everyone noticed this. And it's not because I'm special or I have some unique insight. No, I asked God to reveal the truth to me. And since I started talking about, seeing the signs of the end times last year, more and more it's coming out. And a lot of times God will put something on my heart, like a little thing I see online no one's really paying attention to. And it's just like, something about that hits my spirit. And then the next thing I know, wait a couple weeks, even a couple months. And then next thing you know, it's all over the place. People are seeing it or it's confirmed. So I'm telling you now, the beast system is coming up online, but God has made a way of escape. And these signs and wonders are for people to wake up because you do not want to be here during during the tribulation, which the signs and wonders we're seeing now, they're great, they're glorious, but what is to come, the seven seals that God will be breaking, the seven trumpets, the seven bowls, these are all of God's wrath for the final judgment. And then Jesus, at the end of the 7-year tribulation, will be here physically on earth. And that's what people call Armageddon. All right. That's what you always hear about, Armageddon. But this is what they are gearing up for. And I believe, like I told you, because of the increase of the signs and wonders and all that, they are just ramping up. I mean, just purposely doing things that the average person who's not tuned in can actually see. This is a plan. This is a plan. And many are lost and confused and not sure and thinking, we've got to stop it. We've got to vote this out. Now I'm seeing people posting that there's not going to be a midterm election. What have I been telling you for months? They said you're not going to have to vote again. People say, how could they be destroying their chances at the midterms and completely don't? Because they don't need the midterms. This is how critical, this is the point in time we're at is that critical. When I tell you these are the last days, they are. But let's look at this one.
Mirá, amigo, no lo había visto nunca, nunca, amigo. No son misiles, amigo, ¿no? No, es un cometa. Es un cometa. ¿Va?
¿Qué mierda
Amigo,
es eso,
es un
amigo?
cometa. Amigo, qué flashero, no. Mirá, amigo, no lo había visto nunca, nunca, amigo. No son misiles, amigo, ¿no? No, es un cometa.
No, this is that image, that video is going out everywhere, but it looked a little weird to me the way the fireball was working. But then there's other videos that people have put out, and then I asked Grok. I said, do you see any AI artifacts? Are you CGI? Is this fake? He said no. This has actually even been reported in the news there in Argentina and showing up. So there you have it, guys. But there's more. Um, but what is happening? And this is translated from Portuguese, right? Because again, we don't want to just take news that's happening here. We want to see what's happening worldwide. This was recorded. I recorded several lights in the Serra do Sambe in Rio Bonito. Important to highlight, it is not a street or an open field, not an urban area. The location is dense forest with an environmental preservation area without public lighting or known nighttime human activity. The lights appear to be moving in an unusual way, drawing attention due to the isolated location and the time they occurred. So there's the orbs, my bobbies, as I like to call them. Ooh, guys, the number, like when I tell you, when I first started seeing the orbs and looking for other people, why is this not pausing? Or let me go back. When I hold on. When I first started seeing them, I would see videos other people put out, but now the increase is insane everywhere you look. And now it's becoming more popular and more viral on the internet as everyone's waking up like this is not normal. This is not normal. And of course, my bobbies are here every night. But let me play this.
É igual aquele que a gente piscou ali.
É bem feia, né, cara? Não, tá parado no mesmo lugar. Agora um encontrou a outra.
Pai, é estranho, tá? Abre ali, Júnior, no portão aí.
Vai fazer não?
Sabe não? Olha, tá andando.
Vendo mesmo. Só um encontrando a outra.
Cara, tem uma moto, uma coisa.
Vendo uma vez.
Olha, tá andando.
Tá andando muito rápido. Eu... olha a outra onde apareceu. Ali é a rua do carro, embaixo.
Não, aí em cima, pai.
Now, I have never seen that many clustered in one place and just sitting. I mean, I've never seen this many just sitting. Usually other ones are going by. Some will be clustered, some will be flying by, other ones will be going fast, slow, up, down. Like they just do all types of things. But this is a very unusual to see them looking like this. But this is a comet that just went straight into the sun. And this is the second view. There's different angles. People are talking about it. If you guys watch Stefan Burns, a lot of crazy things are happening with the sun, the solar flares. In fact, people were saying, why are they launching this mission when we have so much space weather, so much activity going on that would be very dangerous? But you can see this comet hits the sun, all right? And then it just, like, I don't even know what's going on. It's like curves over and then it just bursts out. And we have been seeing this crazy activity since 3I Atlas, which the CIA has now classified all information about 3I Atlas. I kid you not, people have done a freedom of information request, and the answer they get back is that this is now classified and that they cannot confirm or deny any information about the comet, which we know was not a comet, 3I Atlas. Now, in light of the aurora borealis, I decided to do a whole collection on them, and I have different designs for men and women, different colorways, but it's just different images people have caught recently, or just honestly, they're all like still shots that I have been combing through. Like I'm getting a screenshot of these different ones and putting them together. But there you have it. And at the bottom of each one, I have, let me just show you this bigger. The heavens declare the glory of God. So this is kind of like a distressed purple version. I have it in black. This is a distressed aqua, and then teal. But then I also, of course, I have the other designs. I'll show you this one. So there you go. There's another one that was caught. I don't know if I showed that one on the screen. I think I did. But two different colors. So this one is really great. I didn't show this one. This is a video I got a while back. I'm just showing you the different colorways that you can get. And then this one as well, which I thought was really beautiful. Now, this is my merch store, realmelanieking.com. This is one way you guys can help support the work I have going on here. Really a ministry at this point, waking people up, seeing beyond the veil. A lot of people are waking up and they're not sure where to look for answers. And this is where we are supposed to be giving people answers, because we are in the last days. And as time gets shorter and more of these signs and wonders keep coming out, we don't want science just to answer these things. We want to be able to give an answer. So this is what I'm doing over here on my merch shop. Each piece is, it represents something that has a deeper meaning. And again, like I said, it helps support the channel. Now, other ways that you can help support the work in the ministry here is just by becoming a member here on YouTube. That's an easy way. It's a couple bucks a month, or donating, just directly donating. I've added that to my website as well that you can do. Many of you are doing Cash App or PayPal. The links are below in the description box. But I wanted to show you this because, guys, the censorship is real. Things are not going to be popular on this channel. I could go towards those things, but it just doesn't sit well in my spirit. It just doesn't. And so any support you guys give, it 100% helps me go, it goes directly into the work, helping me to continue to do this and really honestly, I just be a light in this world, which is what we're called to be. I don't know how much time we have left. No man knows a day or hour, but as Jesus said, we do know the season. So again, you can go to realmelanieking.com, get some of my merch. I have a ton of different things for men, women, mugs, everything in between. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one.